My name's Johnnie Taylor. A lot of people probably seen me recently on the news for this dog fight ring, this drug investigation that's pending against me. So I figured I'd get my own camera crew out here and tell the city and the world what's really going on with Johnnie Taylor. Well, we'll start off by saying I've never fought dogs ever in my life. Ever since I was a little boy, I've always rescued animals, not just dogs, snakes, birds, insects, anything, any creature in need. I've always took the time out of my life, out of my day, to help that animal. I can't just walk and go up the street, drive up the street and see dogs eating out of the trash can. It bothers me. If I can, I'll get close to the dogs, bring them home with me, give them a hot bath and a good meal, and try to find that dog a good home. I feel as though all animals deserve a good, loving home. My house is like an animal sanctuary. These people know I'm trying to open up a pet store, so why would these police officers say that I'm fighting dogs? I have all this animal information here. I've been taking care of animals since I was a child. I help my neighbors, help my community, help people everywhere that I know, who don't know me, who know my friends, know my family, with their pets. Because that's the type of guy that I am. I'm a humanitarian. I help homeless people. I give people bread. I donate bread to shelters. I donate old collars to people who can't afford collars and stuff for their dogs. I've always loved animals. So why would these people say that I'm fighting dogs? Because all this information in here is about animals. I've always read it. I've always been to ADBA shows, sanction shows, weight pulling and confirmation shows. You know, these people take one thing, saying I condition a dog for a fight. That was a reading material that actually has to do with conditioning a dog for a sanctioned show. It's an exercise regimen, just as a PX90 for humans or a UFC workout for humans. It's a certain look and attitude you get when you do these type of exercises. That's all that was an exercise regimen. None of my dogs have been fought. If you see what the operators at Barks say, the veterinarians at Barks will tell you, all these dogs were healthy and friendly. My dogs didn't have any fleas, worms, nothing like that. These are not fighting dogs. Have you ever heard of a friendly fighting dog? I'm so good with dogs. A lady up the street that lives at 2918 had cancer last year. And this lady, man, old lady, snuck out the hospital to feed her dogs. And I saw her doing that. She stopped me and said, "Can I please take care of her dogs?" because she was going to be in the hospital. 2 of those dogs were her dogs. Now, I don't charge nobody to feed them, house them, or nothing like that. But I have the type of heart, and people know that I'm going to take care of their dogs. She can go to the hospital and know that my dogs are being taken care of. Somebody's going to look after my dogs with as much love or more love than I take care of them. You know what I'm saying? And me as a person make me feel good to know that I can help a fellow neighbor, a fellow humanitarian, a fellow animal lover in a time of need. Now, once again, I've been to ADBA shows, I weight pull dogs, I take them to confirmation shows. I'm the same person in 2007 that the ADBA sends letters to come out here and march for these dogs to stay in the state of Maryland because they try to outlaw them. You know, I love pit bulls, one of my favorite breeds, because this is one of the only breeds that's treated just like me. When I walk up and down the street, people look at my hair, see my skin color, and cross the street. They think I'm some dangerous guy. They do the same thing to these pit bulls. You know what I'm saying? And it's far from the truth. Me or these pit bulls not a danger. I have several letters right here from my people in my community who don't live in my community, other animal lovers that state people not. When have you ever heard drug dealers getting letters rolled for them, or animal fighters getting letters from their community? It doesn't happen because I'm not a drug dealer. I'm not a dog fighter. I'm an animal lover, animal advocate, and a humanitarian above everything. And it's just, to me, it's sickening that people would actually sit here and say that me, Johnnie Taylor, is fighting dogs. And all I do is dedicate all my time and my money, extra money, to these dogs. They're trying to charge me for things that help you maintain a healthy dog. You know, they're trying to charge me for having an animal emergency rescue kit. An animal emergency rescue kit. Now, ask yourself, what is wrong with that? Now, I help everybody in this neighborhood, everybody who I know. If I ride past a dog hit by a car, I'm going to stop and try to help the dog. I think I need an animal emergency rescue kit. You know, I got it from an ADBA show in Virginia last year. Never used it, never opened anything in there. These guys want to charge me for having something that can save an animal's life. Like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, even if it's 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm calling a veterinarian saying I have an emergency animal rescue kit. What can I do before you can meet me or get somewhere? They can talk me through something. But I want to save the animal. That's what it's about. An animal emergency rescue kit. You know, so how are you trying to charge somebody for having something in their house that they gonna rescue animals with to save animals. You know, it's just crazy. They saying that I can't have a lactated ringer, but I got it from Urban Avenue Hospital to save dogs from parvo. That's one of the things you need. All the medicines I got, I go to the veterinary hospital. Don't get us think that I think that I'm a veterinarian. I don't think that. Now, if a dog's not eating, a dog has something broken on there, or, you know, unnormal circumstance, something I feel as though I'm not comfortable in fixing myself, something I have not dealt with before, I take them to the vet to get the proper parvo tests run on them, get the proper x-rays run on them. So, I mean, I don't understand what the problem is. Like, you know, they basically charge me for being a good humanitarian, to rescuing animals. You know, I have, they charge me for having a muscle up powder, which I got from a pet store. Canine super fuel, which you get from a pet store. A betadine surgical scrub. All these things come from the same pet store in St. John's Lane, Southern State Pet Store. All these things are things for dogs to get to their optimum health. These are extra vitamins. Now you're saying I'm not taking care of the dogs properly? Like, that doesn't even make sense. It's contradicting yourself. How can you say I'm giving my dogs extra supplements and vitamins, but I'm not taking care of them properly? I was detained from 4 o'clock in the afternoon to 2 a.m. when they finally came in my house. So if a dog went to the bathroom in their cage, that wasn't my fault. You know, my dogs are all on the schedule, just like the average American person, you know, pet is, on a schedule. Now, if I'm detained somewhere and I can't make it to my dogs, how are you going to charge me for my dogs going to the bathroom in the cage? Now, all these books that you read about having owning a dog, a responsible dog owner, will tell you a responsible dog owner will put his dog inside of the kennel before they leave out, because you cannot stop or prevent a dog from chewing electrical cords, getting the poison, doing anything. They dogs, they're going to play. So the best thing to do is be a responsible owner and have the dog under some type of in a kennel until you come home, where so you can monitor the dog, especially when you have multi-dogs, because you don't know what might happen. You don't know what they might fight over a chicken bone or anything. You don't know what might happen. So the safest place to have a dog is in the kennel until you return. Now, I didn't plan on being detained for 9 hours. The 2 dogs with these old scars, these dogs between 8 and 10, 11 years old. I done rescued these dogs, found these dogs, different part of the city, beat up, busted up. They should have seen the dogs when I first got them, where they were emaciated, big holes in them, you know, digging through trash cans, hair missing, everything. Like, I've had these dogs, let them live their last days out here. I love the people down Box. I feel as though what they're doing is an excellent job. You know what I'm saying? But they have rules down there, whereas though if I take those dogs down, they're old, they're busted up, they'll probably put the dogs to sleep. You know, I just feel as though all dogs deserve a chance to live their last days out. Those dogs ain't caused nobody no harm. You know, what people should really ask themselves is, yeah, that man had a lot of dogs. But for his neighbors not to call the animal control and say that these dogs are barking all night long, they are a nuisance barking, that these dogs, you can't smell them, that these dogs aren't getting loose chasing or biting anybody. Now, when these type of things come up, you should ask yourself, your thinking cap should come on. Why, if he's such a bad guy, why his neighbors weren't calling? Because they had no reason to. My dogs had no barking collars on them, prevent them from barking. You know, I feel as though if a dog is barking for a reason, just like a baby crying. So I don't have anything on my dogs to prevent him from barking. I want to know what's going on. Why is he barking? So my dogs haven't been a nuisance in my neighborhood. Everybody in my community knows I love animals. Like I said, I have been since I was a small child. I've always rescued animals. I have 8 healthy dogs down Box, which to me they shouldn't be down there. It's dogs out here that really need their attention from the staff down Box right now. You know, my dogs are all healthy, not flea infested, had no worms, nothing. You know, my dogs are happy. This is my family. When I come in here, come home, those are my kids. This is my family. This is what I do with my recreational time. You know, people who are giving $1 to Box and SPCA and PetSmart and all that, that's good. Continue to do that. You know, but if you can do more, do more. I do more daily. You know what I'm saying? I spend money on, all my extra money goes to feeding animals. You know, and I give them away to people who I know going to take care of them. Now, this problem in Maryland is getting a lot bigger than Johnnie Taylor. It's getting a lot bigger than pit bulls. But now these people are going to try to take your pit bulls and tell you you can't have pit bulls. This is a letter from 2007 where everybody had to get together and march at these courthouses. All these courthouses to keep these dogs legal in the state of Maryland. Now they try to pull the same fast on us again. So it's time to band together and try to get these dogs. A lot of dogs that need to be adopted. Most of these dogs have not done anything. If people who know pit bulls know, they are the comedian clowns of the dog breed. They are it's nothing like owning one. It's a joy to own a pit bull. Just like any other dog breed, there are a few bad apples that are people aggressive that will bite a small child. There's a few, every kind of dog like that. There's a few crazy people out here, for that matter. You know, but I don't feel as though that all the dogs should not be punished for that. You know, so if you can do more and get more involved with these dogs, this is the time too. This is the time to make your own sanctuary. If you're not scared of dogs, you like them, you love them. You know what I'm saying? That's what I did. You know what I'm saying? And to tell you the truth, I can't see me not living like this. It brings me too much joy to show these dogs this much have. It brings me too much joy to have these dogs in my life. It just brings me too much joy. Sometimes dealing with all the stresses out here in this city, in this society, this is the only laugh I might have in the day is when I come home and get to laugh and play with my dogs. So it's time everybody get involved. You can do more and help more. Get involved with Barks because they need people right now. People are just abandoning pit bulls right now because they scared that this law is about to pass in Maryland that we won't be able to keep them here. So this is the time to get involved. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of dogs out here that need homes. You know what I'm saying? These dogs have not done anything. These dogs, potentially, you could be your best friend. And don't let your best friend get put to sleep.